Hello, I'm Rob Wyman, and I'm a professor at the College of Education in Rowan University in Glassboro, New Jersey. And I'd like to talk to you about inspiring a new generation of teachers. It shouldn't be news to you or to anyone that we have a crisis in the United States, a teacher shortage. There's simply not enough people entering the profession. And if you're like me, you think, well, what can I do? This is a huge systemic problem. Well, I have one simple idea that I'd like us to try. Identify one student who you think might make a good teacher, take them aside, and tell them to consider teaching, and explain why. In my own experience, I know that a lot of the people that I teach who want to become teachers became teachers because of what their own teachers told them. There is incredible power in encouragement. So there's a couple examples. Just if you go on the internet and ask, why did you become a teacher? You'll find many examples. So here's one. My elementary teacher observed me explaining my science fair project and said I'd make a great teacher. Fast forward 33 years and I'm still teaching. Another one, if I'm being totally honest, my becoming a teacher has more to do with what others saw in me than what I saw in myself. My high school English teacher looked past the wisecracking troublemaker and saw someone who could be a positive influence in other people's lives. So here's just one simple thing that we can do now to encourage young people to decide to become teachers. We can identify one student who you think would make a good teacher. Take them aside, tell them to consider teaching, and explain why. They're smart, they're engaging, they're good with people, they're kind and patient, their classmates look up to them. Do this once a semester, once a month, once a week. And if you do this, in my own experience, there are great collateral benefits. It will make your student feel known and seen. It can provide a boost of confidence, and it can position you and the student as allies, especially if the students are not working to their potential, or students that other students look up to but don't seem to be academically inclined. If I can find the most powerful student in my class, the one that everyone else looks to figure out how to behave, and tell them they would be a good teacher, now they're an ally. They work with me in setting the kind of community that I want in my classroom. So, again, it's just one simple idea. Once a month, once a semester, once a week, find a student who you think might make a good teacher, take them aside, and tell them to consider teaching and explain why. And if you do this, I'd love it if you shared your story. You can email me, wieman@rowan.edu, or you can go to a Google form where I've asked people to share their stories of planting seeds. So plant a seed. Thank you. This is a great way that we can work to enlarge the teaching profession, something that we all love and have dedicated our lives to. Thank you.